Hi guys, it is Monday. Alex, you called Sam's wall of posters the wall of Karen. I think that's a lovely term and it should be a thing. Alex, why are you getting more snow than me? This is not fair. I live in Minnesota. I should have the most snow. There is like no snow outside. Actually, there's a little bit right now because it snowed a teeny bit this afternoon. Like it doesn't even cover the grass. It's horrible because it looks like it's April, and so I think it's going to be warm out, and then it's like 20 degrees outside and Mother Nature is like, ha ha. I'm not a fan of Mother Nature. Larissa, in your video you mentioned how far away we all are, and because I'm an awesome person, I went and did the math for it, even though on this post-it note I have the ones that are relative to me. So, the closest ones together, obviously Alex and Sam, who are only 239 miles apart. Whereas the second closest, and this is the really sad bit, is myself and Dana, who are 1,110 miles apart. Larissa and the British folk are almost 6,000 miles apart. I am the closest one to you at 1,916 miles. Larissa, I think it's awesome that you are doing a cool project with the True to Nerd Criteria video, but I know you're trying to figure out a way to get it to us. You can do private upload and send us the links. So if you want to do that. Otherwise, we can all just wait for your Forever Yours video song thing, because your recording is actually really good and I liked it a lot. So I can wait. I'll be patient. I'll be a good child. Sam, you asked if I could sing because we are the only two people who have not sung on this channel. I intend on keeping it that I have not sung on this channel because I am horrible at singing. I only sing in the shower and at Girl Scout camp because I can do Girl Scout camp songs. They do not involve having any sense of tone whatsoever. Sam, you mentioned you got in an argument with a Tumblr famous person, who I actually have never heard of, but that's okay, over whether the fact that school is actually important. Because you were saying that school is important and that it's about learning and you need to know this stuff. I do not 100% agree with either of you. Because on one hand, while school is important and it teaches you to learn and how to learn and to want to learn, and it teaches you the basics. Like if you didn't know the alphabet, you would not be able to write anything. And if you didn't know how to write paragraphs, then you would not be able to fully form arguments. School teaches you to be a critical thinker, even though I do think that gets lost in school nowadays. For example, I have to write a common essay on Friday, and the way common essays work is that you get 3 questions ahead of time that you have to prepare for. And then, on the day of the essay, you have 45 minutes to write the question that is drawn out of a hat. Most teachers do not allow you to use your outlines, and you do not have access to any textbooks. I think this is totally unrealistic of the real world, because in the real world, I would never have to write an essay in which I don't have the proper information on something. If I do not know the information on something in the real world, you go and look it up. You use Google, you use manuals, you go and ask someone who knows. Just having to come up with things on top of your head is not how the real world works. And I think that is why schools tend to fail. Epically. Very quickly summarize John Green because I cannot be bothered to go look up the quote from right now, but it's from Crash Course, of where he said that life is the test of everything you learn. And Hank Green even said this in a video. Schools don't teach you much. Schools teach you how to learn and to want to learn and what you need to know and the basics. But beyond that, you aren't going to know everything you need to know for the real world. Schools teach you how to learn and basically to want to learn and how to do that, and that is the point of school. Whereas simply memorizing facts is not. Sam, I'm sorry if that seemed rantish, but I do have very strong opinions on that topic. Dana, you were talking in your video about the basketball game you went to. I'm really glad your school's good at basketball because we are terrible, at least as far as I know. I don't really follow my school's sports. And how you think it's really nice that the coach plays the junior varsity people when you guys are winning, so that way everyone gets a chance to play, and I do think that's really important. I'm glad that works for your school, Dana. However, I go to a very, very large school, and it is actually really competitive for almost everything. Because there are so many people who want to go on the teams, only the best people ever get the chance to play. And there are like junior varsity teams, and there are multiple teams, but unless you are the star, you do not get to play. That's basically how it works, because there are so many people, and I think it's really nice that your school can do that, but most of the time at our school, the varsity and the junior varsity people aren't even practicing in the same arena, even in the same court. Yeah, basketball has courts. You guys, DFTBA and Alex, I will see you tomorrow. Also, we should bring the sound effects back for the DFTBA sign because I think those are cool.